Hello friends, my name is Callie and welcome to a new video here on my channel. In today's video, I am taking you through the journey of this past month where I transformed a jungle into a beautiful city. Here we're building up a temple as kind of the central point to the city. We got ourselves some rounded roofs and of course a lot of stone brick, mossy, all the varieties. Then I decided to excavate a large portion of the mountain and add in a little bit of an arched way pathway up to the temple itself. We then added in some streams of water, kind of hinting at the fact that the temple itself was the one that provided the water to the people down below. Here we have a little bit of terraforming on the side of the hills, where we cleared out a bunch of the stone and of course adding in a bunch of custom trees as well. I really love how this custom terraforming went. It really brought the area together and just made it really beautiful. So here we're clearing out all the trees for the farming area of the town that we are building. We of course are bringing down the water from the side and creating a beautiful little river down to the ocean. This river is what sustains the farmland and the people who live around here. We got some fields going in with a bunch of different crops. And then, of course, some more custom trees and some path work. We even added in some bridges and a cute little windmill for the farmers to work at. Now, what farmers, are going to live without houses? So here we're putting in a bunch of cute houses with some mud and mud bricks and packed mud, and I think they turned out super cute. We also have some spruce wood for the roofs, and now none of these houses have interiors, but I do really like how it looks on the outside. Mangrove wood just really helps with the doors and the little windows that we have placed around. So from finishing off the village that we have at the farmland, we then go into creating a little bit more terraforming along the wall, and we add in a wall that separates the farming village from the eventual future city. So here you can see that I am placing the wall down, just a different little pattern that we have here with, of course, a gate that the farmers can walk through to go into the city. Now, of course, we're clearing out all the rest of the trees so that we can start planning out our city and fixing up a little bit more on the farm side, because at the end I decided it needed more decorations and trees, but also a few more houses to kind of finish off this area. And of course, adding in a bunch more grass to finish off the edge of the ocean. Now we also added in a little bit of dock and a fishing hut because I thought it would be nice for the farmers to also have some fishermen that they could use this fishing hut with, and we also built a ship. I used a similar design in one of my other worlds, so here I am just using that as well. Just kind of fixing it to make it fit the location and the sizing that I needed. Then, of course, we get adding in a few more villager houses along the water's edge just to fill in this area, and I think it turned out really nice. We got the paths going and the same style houses, and again, no interiors. Now that we're done there, we decided to go in with finishing off a little bit more wall and adding in like a gazebo area. I thought it would be interesting to have a gardening area for villagers that would be caring for the temple, so this is what we were building right here. Got a pathway, some more trees, some flower gardens, and this was kind of the start of the city. Now we are taking the old jungle temple and recreating it into a blacksmith build for the villagers to work at. Now you will also see that the lighting changed in this one, and I realized that the sun was really low in the sky, so I put it up in the middle of the sky. It just helped with the brightness level. So sorry that these are so different. Again, adding in some more trees around, we did an actual interior in this blacksmith, which was great, and then we continued and added in a little bit more path for this area before making a pool of water for the rest of the water from the temple to come down into. Now, the next build on the list was an inn. You of course know that people are going to come and visit the city, so we were going to need a little bit of an inn for them to stay at. So this is one of the larger builds in the city that we have made so far. We have a full interior in this one as well, including some rooms for travelers to stay at, as well as a reception area down in the basement. We decorated this inn with a bunch more leaves, and it turned out great. Now we're adding in a bit of a stables in the background by the inn for anybody who comes to visit and brings their horses. I think it turned out really nice, but also super simple, and in the back, we just added in a fence portion for any of the other horses that could not fit in the stables, and a path and a few more trees. Continuing from there, we began adding in our town center by adding in a fountain and houses encircling that entire space. We also added in a few market stalls along the way, but here we're decorating up the town center and it's kind of cute. Got some carts and it got some market stalls here as well. Then we went back to filling in the rest of the area with some more houses, and we decided to add in a lighthouse. Now, super simple design. I did make this in another creative world for the lighthouse, but I think it works out really nicely and kind of goes for that ancient feeling that I was trying to go for with this jungle city. Finishing off the lighthouse, we began adding in even more houses, a little well for those who were staying here, and we started climbing up the hill with the houses that we were building. Again, no interiors in these houses at all, but we do eventually add in some wood floors, and we have the windows that we have fences in and frog lights on the back side of them. Of course, we can't forget to add in a few more custom trees. Then we switched tactics and decided to go in for making a dock. I really wanted to add some ships into this area that were coming to visit, and while that did not happen in this Vlogmas, we did have a beautiful marketplace on top of the dock to welcome in future ships. And from there, we finished off some more pathing as well as some trees and a few more houses to fill off that side of the ocean, and I think it turned out really nice. I'm loving how close all the village houses are, or the city houses are. It just really adds more of that city feel. Next, we continued on up into the mountain itself, filling in even more village houses, trying to change the shape up every time that I went to build a new village house. I mean, some of them I feel like I just went very square on, and other ones I feel like I actually got a different shape. All of these houses up here do have the wood floors and roofs and could have interiors, but I did not do any other interiors with it. But thank you all so much for watching and following along on this Vlogmas journey. If you have been watching my shorts, thank you so much. I hope you all have a very wonderful Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year with your friends and your family, and I will catch you in my next video here on my channel. Bye for now.